Yo, 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 Fake Radio back with another special guest. Introduce yourself.
What's up? My name is John Talbot. Some people know me as Talbeats.
Talbeats.
And I've been behind some fantastic records I've been proud to work on.
Yes, sir. He's been on the show before.
That's correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was like 2 years ago.
Yes, it was.
2 years ago.
I don't know about you, but life is a lot better now.
Yo, life is a lot better. You were the first.
Well, we're in the same room.
Yeah, we're in the same room.
Exactly.
Yeah, you were the first pandemic episode I did. And now we're not on Zoom. This guy flew all the way out to LA to be on the show.
I took Spirit and I took a Frontier flight and a connecting Spirit flight.
Yes, sir.
For like 8 hours. I've been here and I've been living off of Korean corn dogs and iced tea and coffee.
Hell yeah.
So far.
Fake Radio. Yo, so last time you were, how have you been? Scale 1 to 10 last time since you've been.
I can't even begin. I think I was talking about this like a few days ago, and this is an update, but also like a reflection of that time.
Yeah.
But I met my girlfriend through the pandemic.
Right.
Because we met on a dating app, and then like we like texted and talked for like 2 months. It's weird because I don't know about everyone else, but for me, whatever was happening during that time is completely blocked out of my mind.
Yeah.
Like I honestly could not tell you what happened during like 2020, 2021.
No, for real.
I was just sitting in my house.
I can, but I can't tell anyone else.
Yeah. That too. So, I know what you mean. So, obviously the pandemic's still not over, but like I can do shit like this without worrying about dying.
Beautiful.
And also I had it anyway, and I'm like triple.
Did you get it before we were living together or after?
I think it was before we were living together.
Okay.
No, it was after.
Oh, right, because Dev was like, John tweeted that he got COVID. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, it was literally the sickest I've ever been. It sucked.
Man. I still haven't gotten it yet.
Good job. I'm pretty sure that I got it from a Baby Keem concert.
Yo, fucking, that's what happens.
Yeah.
I go to shows all the time though too.
Yeah.
That's like the thing. I'm bound to get it at some point.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is at the time, mask mandates were still a thing.
Right.
So like, and vaccination proof. Like we went to the Kenny Beach show.
Yeah.
We went to huge shows in LA.
We went to the Kenny Beach show, yeah.
And I didn't get COVID from any of that.
No.
And I didn't have a mask on.
Yeah.
And like no one did. So I was at that point I was like, I'm invincible. And because I drove to and from California too. So I was like my body has to have fought it off already.
No, yeah.
But
it's crazy I haven't gotten it yet.
Well, because all it took was a concert in the South where there were no mask mandates or vaccination proof, and it was a bunch of like people under 18, like 16-year-olds and shit. So that's tricky. Oh well.
Anyway.
But
was it worth it though, the Baby Keem concert?
That's not anything against Baby Keem. It was a really cool show. It just COVID was so like there were moments where I thought I was gonna die.
Oh like, I've heard that before. COVID really stuck. It was a good show. Yeah. I wasn't like blown away because I couldn't see him like the whole time. Yeah.
But also like that was like kind of the point. Like he wasn't lit up and he had like a shitload of lasers. Yeah. The lasers were awesome. And he did his verse off of Follow God, which was tight too.
Yes.
At the time.
Yo, you like the deluxe?
It was alright. I wasn't like I love the song with Lil Uzi Vert.
You have so much chemistry, dude.
Yeah. It was awesome. Like that was one of those songs that feels like a good collaboration.
Yeah.
Instead of like, hey, like in my opinion, like the Travis Scott one, like, hey, here's $10,000. Can you do a hook?
Right.
Or a verse? when I heard that song, I was walking around going do 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 for like a week.
Yeah, that's good. I was doing that too. But so on the Admir album that came out, you produced Sunflower.
That's right. Yeah.
We shouted you out.
Yeah. That's awesome. I also mastered it, but
right. Yeah.
That's not as fun or creative.
Yeah. You produced most of the OE singles that have come out.
I have produced most of I think all of them except for one that was by Adamir. Quarantine. Yeah. And that goes for most of the album as well, which I will leave whatever details up to Owen, but it's the closest it's been to.
Shout out OE, streaming Bad Days featuring Billy Dean Thomas.
Yes, Billy Dean Thomas killed it. I was blown away. I think I literally just like woke up after like a shitty shift scooping ice cream. Just, like years ago. Right. And I was just like. Wait,
so they recorded it like years ago?
Yeah, or 8 years ago. I wasn't moved in, and I was still in Charlotte.
Oh wow, okay. Because I didn't know until Adamir moved here in like April. Then I found out.
Well, I didn't tell anybody. I was I didn't because I didn't want to blow. I didn't want.
You did a good job. You lived with me for like 6 months, and you did not tell me. We called Owen, talked about Owen's album. Never knew that Billy Dean Thomas was going to be featured on anything.
I wanted to keep it a surprise.
Yeah, no, that was good. That was a good surprise. Yeah.
But I made the beat even further before that. I made the beat in 2018.
You made a lot of the beats from the singles like
many years ago. Yeah. Well, I mean, the other thing that happened is that like I think Owen was like already working on the album, and it was at the time when I was consistently making a lot more music than I am now.
Right.
And I just like when the pandemic happened, I just like gave up music for a little bit. Like I stepped away from it. So basically the pandemic made it take a little longer to get out. But yeah, that's I was about to ramble on, but
no.
I made it before the pandemic.
Right.
That's why.
And then but you produced most of the OE album that's coming soon, right?
Yeah. I don't even remember the amount of tracks, but it's I think it's gonna be a really cool project.
Yeah. When you got any word on when that's?
I'm not sure, but again, like. What I will say is that I have produced most of the album. Yeah. My part is done. I went through, like I extended all the beats.
There we go.
We moved some other stuff around, so I think there's only it's coming along really well from what I understand.
Shout out.
So
OE. Come on the show when the album.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I missed him. I was in Boston when he was in LA.
No, that's the worst.
Actually, I was just starting to record right when I was like my like summer trip was like the time he came, so we hung out with Adam. I haven't seen you in a year, bro. If you're definitely listening to this, come on the show. Yeah. Yo, it's so funny.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna call this person.
He should totally come on. There's a lot of story behind all the songs that he's writing.
I'm sure.
There's a lot of
I need to hear them. I DM him like normal when the song comes out, but yeah. Have you been producing for anyone else? Just the homies or?
Mostly just the homies. I mean, the other thing is I'm finally coming back to a point where I'm like we're making music like makes me happy instead of like the opposite. So I've actually been making like a lot of beats recently.
Really?
Yeah, and I really want to hand them out. Yeah. But a lot of my friends were like on a creative break, and I need to get to a point where I'm ready to like work. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because there's the part of like making the music, like that's the fun part. But then there's like the work, which can still be fun. Yeah. But like when you take it more seriously and you're like revising mixes. Yeah. coming up with plans and stuff.
Word.
But yeah, I'm finally getting to a point where I'm happy working on music.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. I'm gonna. Adamir and I are gonna try to work on something.
Yeah.
And I lately I really kind of want to put out an album.
Yeah, you sent in the group chat. You were like, "I'm gonna do an album while I'm here." I was like, "Where? What was that about?"
I think because the thing is like I've always wanted to put out an album, but I'm just really not a big writer at all.
Oh, so you want to like rap on the album?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, but I don't know. I just can't. It's not fun for me. The writing process. Yeah.
You can do what Kenny Beats did and just do a production album.
Yeah. That's and I was like, you know what, fuck it, like I'll do that.
Because you listened to that album.
I did.
That tells like a whole story.
Dude, it literally. That's one of those albums where the cover looks like how the music sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it literally feels like I'm open. Like that feels like the cover of a picture book that I'm opening.
You gotta do your own J Dilla donuts.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Well. That's what I was gonna say is there's a beat that I made that's a J Dilla type that Adamir might be on. I don't want to put out plans that aren't set, but it was very much a J Dilla sound.
Send me some beats. I might hop on it.
I brought my laptop, so I'll gladly.
I've been doing a lot of songwriting.
Yeah.
Recently.
That's all. I mean, that's the first step.
It's therapeutic.
Yeah. That's where you want to be for writing songs.
Yeah. I hate performing, but I love songwriting. That's always my jam with it.
Well, weirdly enough, I'm the other way.
Because you're good. Like when you're DJing for Adamir and all them, like got a lot of energy. I'm like,
I try. So I love performing. I love vocalizing whatever the fuck. And that's why, part of me wants to, try to put out an album with vocals, but I just don't like the writing.
Yeah.
So.
No, I like performing on stage. If I was, performing on stage, I think I'd be a little better than, Because I used to, back in high school, I would, record, raps and, I was always, this, every time I hear it back, I was like, I like what I'm saying, I just don't like how I'm saying it. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, again, that's the first step.
Yeah.
The second step, once you have the writing down.
Nah, for real.
Yeah, then it's on vocals.
Yo, but you were working at a video game studio, blind.
Yeah,
for
that's right. I was. Yeah. Well, the other reason I stopped doing music for a little bit is because I just was having a complete. I mean, I was near graduation. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do.
Gotta figure out,
And I think I've kind of started to realize that in my professional life. I think I want to go on to work more in games. My dream some days to be a video game director. Because I just love them. But I will never stop making beats and cool music.
Yes, sir.
I love it, and I love working with people. Honestly, almost even more so than making music itself.
Yeah, no, for real.
So all that to say, I was working at Blindlight. They are a voiceover company in Burbank, California. They basically take care of whatever voiceover needs that you may have for your video game.
There we go.
We got a whole lot of awards, and I can't talk about a single thing that I did while I was there. But
no, you can't.
I was really happy to be on the project. So it's kind of wound down. So I'm looking for work at the moment.
Yes, sir.
That's kind of another reason why I'm out here too. Going to the Game Awards tomorrow.
Game Awards.
So
who do you think?
Excited.
Hold up.
I'm so down to talk about the Game Awards nominees.
It's not gonna hold up because this is coming out on Friday after the Game Awards. People are just gonna watch this and they're gonna be like, "These idiots! This didn't win Game of the Year." All right, wait. I haven't even seen the nominees.
I think it'll be a good archival one, and also I don't know if you've seen it, but people are trying to get Genshin Impact voted as multiple winning categories, which is really funny.
That's on the iPhone, right?
Yes. Yeah. It's on iPhone. I think it's on iPhone, PlayStation, and PC.
Okay, so the nominees for Game of the Year. I haven't seen these.
Yeah.
A Plague Tale Requiem. Is that the game with the rats?
I think so. Okay. I haven't gotten around to it.
That's apparently that's good.
Yeah.
Elden Ring.
Yeah.
I'm not a skilled enough gamer to play that.
I feel the exact same way.
I'm so slow.
Yeah.
I just can't.
My brothers. I think it came out like during the pandemic, so I was still at home. My brothers were playing it like wake up, go to sleep, and they were like having conversations with each other about like secret stuff. So I appreciate that. It's not my thing.
No, all my friends talk about it. And
yeah,
it's like, I'm like, you're speaking a really cool language that I really want to know. I just don't. One day I'll watch like a full walkthrough.
Yeah. Well, a part of the fun is the exploration. Honestly.
Yeah.
Maybe if they had an easy mode, but that's a whole other conversation.
God of War Ragnarok. I'm on chapter 4. Don't
that came out very recent to get a Game of the Year nominee.
Horizon Forbidden West.
Oh yeah.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3. That was good. I mean.
I think it's good for JRPG fans.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Stray.
Stray.
Garbanzo likes Stray.
Yeah.
Our cat. Yeah. I was like meowing the thing and.
Oh yeah.
All of it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, what did you think of Stray?
I came out at a weird time and I just like forgot that I had it because I got it I have the PlayStation Plus, so I just like got it for free.
Yeah.
And then I was like, every time I like scroll through my games, I'm like, oh yeah, but yeah, it wasn't like, I don't know, I wanted to like play it all on one thing and I just couldn't.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Well, I did play it all the way through. I really liked it.
Yeah.
It was one of the few games that I finished this year. Like one of the only ones I like kind of remember.
Yeah.
But one of my favorite things, and I was like, this is what I wanted to ask you too, but on the triggers when you scratch stuff.
Oh yeah.
That was so nice. Cool. I think as soon as I did that, I was like, Game of the Year.
All right, so I think the Elden Ring and God of War Ragnarok is probably between those two, right?
I feel like I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Elden Ring. Honestly.
Yeah, probably. Because didn't Last of Us beat or didn't GTA win over Last of Us in like 2013?
I don't remember, but also that's tough competition. Those are like two of the best video games
ever made. Video games ever made.
Yeah, so
looking forward to the Last of Us TV show.
I am so excited for the Last of Us show.
I haven't seen any trailers or anything.
I'm a little worried.
It's not gonna be as good as the game.
Yeah. I'm going in expecting that. I wasn't a huge fan of the story of Last of Us 2.
I
would actually go as far to say I really didn't like it, but so I'm just worried that some of the over the top themes that didn't contribute much will be included in the show. But I think it's a great casting.
Oh yeah, it's perfect. Every time I see a casting, I'm like, this is perfect.
Yeah. There's a lot of talent. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I'm predicting Elden Ring is gonna win.
I think so too.
Yeah, if that does not win, we're gonna look like complete idiots when this comes out.
Okay, well the other thing about predicting wins is that it's not just like which one do you think is the best game. You have to keep in mind like
which one do you think is out of the ones that I just said? Which one?
I think Elden Ring probably should win. Like even though I like Stray, it wasn't like a huge innovator.
Yeah.
And I think Elden Ring kind of did. So I think it'll be Elden Ring. Here's my pick: Elden Ring or God of War Ragnarok. 50-50.
I'm rooting for God of War Ragnarok because that's the only game I've played an extensive amount of.
Yeah.
Best.
Those are my picks. Stray. The only way Stray will win is if they're like, no, we're gonna let the indie win this year. I think then Stray.
Wait, what one? Didn't last year it was?
Once in a while they like do the indie game.
Wasn't last year it was the one about like the divorce?
Are you
the toys?
Oh, It Takes Two, which is actually really good. Have you played it?
No.
I'm kind of shocked by how engaging it is. I've been playing it with my girlfriend. It's really good.
Shout out. Once I get 10K on podcasting, I'm gonna start a Twitch channel and then I'm gonna play way more games.
Nice.
All right, so you want to make game? What's your favorite video game of all time?
That's always a tough question. Yeah. I mean, I think that's how it is for any type of art. Like, what's your favorite thing? Because it's for different reasons. But some of my common answers are always like Half-Life 2. And I think probably the games that influenced me the most that I loved, in no particular order, Half-Life 2, because of the atmosphere, the gameplay, pacing, writing, and art direction, like stellar. Skate 3, because it's so fun to explore. I'm psyched for the new one. I'm a little worried
they're making Skate.
Yes, they are. I'm a little worried that it's free to play because one of my favorite things was like customization. Yeah. So I'm upset. I mean, it's too bad I'll have to pay for that now. But yeah, so Skate 3, Psychonauts, and Half-Life 2, and Grand Theft Auto 5. Those are my top 4. All for different reasons.
What's like the game that like wanted you to like that motivated you to get into video game?
Easily Psychonauts.
For
sure.
That's fair.
Because Tim Schafer's probably like my video game idol. Yeah. He like I think he just has such a great sense of humor, and such a fascinating mind. Yeah. And Psychonauts it's fun to play. You get to explore this cool world, and there's a lot of really funny characters. It's like everything I want. The sequel was great too.
Yeah, it was. What's the last like really good game you played?
Last game I played? I've been playing It Takes Two a lot. Okay. I a couple days ago I picked up the Castlevania collection, which I like Castlevania 4. The rest are a little too hard for me. And I really, really want to play Need for Speed Unbound. I'm just broken.
Is it A$AP Rocky?
Yes, A$AP Rocky's in it. Yeah. Because I liked Heat, like the racing, like I love racing games. Yeah. Like Heat had a really good core handling system. Yeah. Like everything felt. It was just kind of repetitive at points. Okay. And Unbound seems to have like a lot of personality. Right. So I cannot wait.
Check it out. Yo, so I've been playing God of War, but I also scammed the system. Yeah. And was able to get the because I was like, I'm going a lot. Like, good to have like an airplane game on the Switch. Yes. And so then I scammed the system before I read the reviews, but I got it for free, so like it's fine. I scammed the system and I got the new Pokemon.
You scammed the system?
We're not going to talk about that.
Okay. But you got the new Pokemon Violet for an affordable price?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. It's like fun, but you can't go inside anywhere. And it looks like a game from like 2004. Yeah. People have been freaking out about like glitches. I've never like I don't do that, but
it seems like it's tough to be a Pokemon fan. It seems like nothing ever makes me.
And that's the other thing too is I'm not like a Pokemon. I've not played Pokemon since I was like 10. Yeah. And I was just like, this is nostalgic. And then I kind of got like addicted to it. It's better than the old Pokemon games because it's like 3D, so I can like look for the Pokemon that I want to catch, and I can like fight the trainers when I want to fight them. So it's like less annoying. But yo, you can't go inside anywhere. I want to go inside. I want to do a dungeon, but there's no just outside.
I kind of like. I feel like the old school ones are a little bit better in terms of like delivering on the promise of like a world to explore, adventures to go on, and like fun gameplay and cool new Pokemon.
I also only play it when I'm 3,000 feet in the air, and that's the only time I ever play it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair. I played the shit out of Soul Silver.
I did too. Yeah, that was my shit.
Yeah, Soul Silver was awesome. Yeah. And I feel really stupid because I had a complete inbox when I was in middle school. And I didn't play it anymore, and one of my friends wanted to give it as a gift to his sister, and I was like, I don't play it anymore. That complete inbox is like $120 now. So
also at Nintendo, if you're listening to this, bring back like gyms. Don't just have the gym leader fight you and then that's it, or like play a mini. You have to play a mini game and then fight the gym. No, I want to like fight the gym leader's henchman and then fight because the hard part is fighting the henchman. So then you're like weak when you fight the actual dude.
Is that how you prefer it, or you don't like?
That's how I prefer it. I don't like the mini game and then just fight one. And then it's easy. It's not. A
lot of people were excited for that change.
Oh really?
Yeah, because that's the first time. This is the first time they did it.
Yeah.
But you're not a fan of it?
No, I don't know what they were doing before this, but I remember when I was a kid, I had to like fight all the like dudes before, and then that's way harder than just like because I can I grind a lot, so like.
But yep, if you like grinding, Pokemon's a good game.
All right. So, one more video game question to ask you.
Yeah, of course.
What do you think of the Super Mario trailer, Super Mario Bros. Trailer?
Everything looks good. I don't think Chris Pratt's a good fit for Mario. No. I think like everyone else, even Jack Black. Like I was like, Jack Black as Bowser? That sounds kind of weird. But he does, in my opinion, I think he does a great job. Chris
Pratt just sounds like Emmett, and it's kind of funny when he says a Mario line, but he just sounds like a movie guy.
Yeah. It just sounds weird. It's funny you mentioned that because I was like scrolling through Twitter today, and it was YouTube. Someone took the trailer and added like Charles Martinet voices over Mario, and it felt so much more.
Sounds natural. A lot better, yeah.
Yeah, so I think
it would have been funny if it was just Charles playing Mario and then the rest was like all famous actors.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Nintendo.
Yeah, and he's a fantastic actor. That's why he's been doing this job for like his whole life.
Yeah, man.
But if they were worried that he wasn't like an A-lister or whatever, that's stupid. But whatever. But even if they just like did it as a character who just like makes noises once in a while, that would have been hilarious. But
yes, sir.
I know like Hollywood would never take a chance on that.
Well, I think. All right. One last question. We did the collab game last time, so we don't gotta do it again.
Okay.
But last question. What's like your last message that you want to leave the people listening to this?
Those people?
Yeah.
Be nice to each other. Honestly, be nice to each other is my number one rule. Like if everyone be considerate of each other. That's how I would phrase it.
Yeah.
Be considerate of each other.
Considerate, man.
And legalize marijuana.
Oh, yo, we didn't even talk about
Yeah.
You also. So wait, did you get into weed while you were in Los Angeles with me?
Yeah. I did.
And now you're growing.
I'm not growing weed.
Oh, right.
I'm not growing weed.
Wait, hold on.
I am I hand to God, like actually not a bit. I am not growing marijuana.
No, I did not say that correctly.
It is that is a felony in North Carolina.
No, that's true.
So I would never do that.
No.
I did try to grow some CBD rich hemp,
right? Yeah.
Which is under 0.03% delta 9 THC, the Farm Bill, all that stuff. That was kind of fun.
That was fun.
It all fell apart in the last week, which was like really too bad. Because I went to Disney, and I was asked my brothers if they could like look after it. I came back and they were like completely fucked up and dead and moldy. So.
Were you high on weed when you went to Disney?
No. The thing. I mean, the thing I've been learning since I've been using it a lot more, and I think this goes for all substances. Some people may feel different. They don't always enhance every experience.
Right.
And they should always be used in places where you feel safe, like 100% safe and comfortable.
Right.
And Disney World is very overstimulating.
No, for real, yeah.
So I did not consume any cannabis at Disney World. I did, however, have an edible at the hotel, and it was one of the best days of my life.
I see.
because it was yeah, I like my feet, like it was like halfway through the trip. Have you been to Disney?
I went to Disneyland Paris.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Because I was a shithead little kid, and I was like, no, fuck all the actual Paris things. Let's go to. I want to go to Disneyland.
That's good. I mean, if I went to like that's still a cultural experience because it's like
I was the only American there.
That's cool. Like if I went to, like, I want to go to Tokyo someday, I would totally go to Tokyo Disneyland if it was within my budget. But if you remember, you know that shit is exhausting.
No, yeah,
right? Yeah. So I had an edible. I was in the hot tub. It was like just like
that's nice.
Literally replenishing. That was fantastic.
Yeah. What's your favorite? What was like the high experience that got you into weed in LA? if you feel comfortable, if you feel comfortable discussing. I have so many rap people on here, and I know I have to start asking more weed questions.
Yeah.
But
well, I mean, like some I don't know. Everyone's into like. Sometimes people aren't interesting when they talk about weed.
Yeah.
I was gonna say this earlier, and also if you're listening to this, go watch the How to Roll With series on Hot New Hip Hop. It's fantastic. I think I told Adamir about it. Are you familiar with it?
No.
So Hot New Hip Hop just gets rappers, and it's called How to Roll It Backwards. And they literally just have the rapper be like, all right, this is like how I roll it backwards.
Word. Shout out to Hot New Hip Hop. That's a cool.
Yeah, but like some of them are like really short. Like they literally just like grind up the weed, roll it, smoke it, and leave.
Yeah.
But it's great to watch because you learn how many rappers love marijuana, and they just sit there and they're just like having a good time talking about it, and they're just happy. I don't even remember what I was talking about before I went off on that tangent.
No.
What? You
don't have to say your favorite.
You said the okay, yeah. So I don't even remember how I segued, but I'll tell you about the first time off the podcast that I smoked weed, but
no, we don't have to, I'm not saying the first time. I'm saying the time that got, because I remember you like smoked weed before you came to LA, but I remember like
no, not really. Like that's why I was gonna say.
Really?
I literally only tried it like once or twice.
Okay, yeah. Because I saw, because we moved to LA together. He moved back to North Carolina.
Yeah.
But I saw the journey. I've seen it happen. You're not the first friend of mine who like one time was like, oh, I smoked weed for the first time, and then like a month later they're like, yo, they're like a weed expert. Like
yeah.
I've seen so many people.
Yeah.
But do you have like a specific experience?
Now I remember now. I was gonna say is that like I understand why you don't want to ask weed questions.
Yeah.
Some people
I just don't smoke, so
first off, like you don't smoke, and then also like some people are not interesting. Like they just want to get high.
Yeah.
But I don't have like any single experience because I don't think weed can create like your favorite memory. You have to be doing something that's already cool. I'm trying to think about it. It's kind of tough because you'll be stoned in that moment. So now I'm trying to like go through my list.
That's true. Yeah.
Right now, but concerts are always a great time.
Yes, sir.
100 Gex was pretty awesome when I saw it in Charlotte.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, of course I like can't remember anything off the top of my head.
No, that's fair. All right, well, do you have like a favorite like strain of weed? Like,
I'm still working it out. I'm also not in a legal state, so I don't really have the option of like going to the dispensary and being like, "Hi, mister, can I have like this much of this thing?" But if we're talking about indicas and sativas, are you familiar with them?
Yeah.
So lately I've been trying sativa because I started to notice that when I have indica, I just like don't move at all. And I started like using some more sativa, and it's just awesome. Like it makes you feel at peace and creative. relaxed. So I've been enjoying that more. And a few days ago, I smoked some weed, and I was listening to Mac Miller's Avian,
Yeah.
on loop, and I love that song so fucking much. And it was awesome. I know we're trying to wrap up, but I have been listening to more Mac Miller.
Yeah.
And getting a greater appreciation.
Yeah.
Of it.
Because you just are interested, or because you're like feeling sad, so you're listening to Mac?
No, I used to I used to listen to him in high school.
Yeah.
And then what I'm realizing is that when I was in high school, the only music I wanted to hear was like angry, like punk, like a lot of energy type stuff, and I'm not 15 years old anymore.
Right.
So now I have like a greater understanding, respect, and appreciation of his work. But also in high school was the time when it's like things started to get. He started to reflect his personal issues in his music more often.
Yeah.
So I just hadn't really listened to a lot of it, but watching movies with the sound off is probably still my favorite. That being said, I haven't listened to Swimming in Circles in their entirety.
Oh, okay. Swimming is my favorite.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
But so far, watching movies with the sound off is my favorite.
Word. All right. And with that, John, thank you for coming on. It was a last minute thing, but
thank you.
Worked out.
I'm stoked to be here.
Yeah.
I wanted to say this I want to say this on the podcast and you before we wrapped up, but I don't know many more people who have their ear to the ground as close to hip hop and hip hop culture as you do.
Thank you.
Which is incredible. And I know that if you keep interviewing people that are doing cool things, have fun stories to tell.
I've recently, especially, I've been having like a lot of like crazy moments where I've been like, damn, I really do listen to like the most under like the realest shit. So you know, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yo, I can't. Wait, did you not know that the show was going until I texted you about it? Because you've been on social media.
No, I did. Well, because it like it's been on and off for a little bit, so I didn't know, and now I'm like, hell yeah.
No, it's season 3. We're coming back. Right. I think we started. This is episode 7. We started like late October, so we've been going for a while now.
Nice.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be fun. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Fake Radio episode 7. Talbeats. Easy out.
Sign off.